don't know them. They could be employed, they could be a pastor, teacher, coach, they could be anybody. They could be in a, look here, we don't like, listen guys, Debbie's right here. All you guys, you are here for a reason. We don't make that journey out. We use so nice. Guys, Jamaica, that's why we're here. I appreciate everybody right to say, make that sacrifice and make that trek to get here. We are anti-corruption. Free police federation. Honesty is the best policy. Lead by example. One of them. Act right now. End of corruption. Diaspora is not but just a barrel sender. We will be judged by how we treat the least among us. We signed them, said it all. Come into action. And that's where we are right now. We won't, and nothing is going to stop us to continue to move forward. We have $1.7 trillion missing from the Prime Minister's office, Flavel and Tufton's ministry. No, the backing, the Auditor General from independently investigate. Tell me if you agree, Jamaica. They nobody saw they are backing these things. We see real again pop up. Make every Jamaican skin crawl when we see real pop up. We have another almost $500 million is spent on empty buildings. Tax administration of Jamaica buildings. Nobody in the building. Nobody in there. Owned by a member of parliament and some friend. They don't want to know who the government have contract with. Who own those buildings? Eh? Look at Trowbridge. People go across Trowbridge by rope, people. Kids are crying on the rivers, people. Trowbridge, look at that. 1.7 out of the Prime Minister's office, and he's saying, don't trust the other side with the purse. We are tired of that. And nothing is going to stop us from going all over this world to protest for the better of our country. This is not something we do because we're getting paid. Nobody paid for the bus. Nobody paid for here. Nobody paid the train ticket. Nobody give us food. Who's going to pay for our hotels? We do this, we sacrifice our country. So that's what we say. What we want? What we want? When we want it? When we want it? What we want? What we want? When we need it? When we need it? I come with us, I come. I come with us, I come. We know one about the nation. I come with us, I come. I come with us, I come. We know one about the nation. Sing! Come with us, I come. I come with us, I come. We know one about the nation. I come with us, I come. I come with us, I come. We know no botheration, come with us, I come. I come with us, I come. We know one no botheration, I come with us, I come. I come with us, we know one no botheration, Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. What we need? When we want it? What we need? When we want it? When we want it? When we want it? What we need? What we need? When we want it? When we want it? When we want it? Thank you, guys. All right, everybody, give it up for Carlos. The Jamaica. Carlos, I'm telling you. So let me welcome those of you who are watching our live stream on all the various platforms, vloggers, and all the people who are simulcasting this. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you, and we want you to get the word out because that is important. That is why we're here. Now, my brothers and sisters, we're just getting started because we have some very interesting speakers. We're going to be talking a little bit and deep diving into some issues that nobody's thinking about. And we have to be the ones who bring these things to the forefront. Now, let me tell you this. The GDP for Jamaica, all right? The GDP for Jamaica, the government of Jamaica and their friends have stolen more than the GDP of the country. No, like literally, you have the total amount of all goods and services sold in the country missing under this administration. 1.7 trillion. 1.7 trillion missing I mean, the total goods and services gone like yesterday. Can't come back. Can't come back. No, like seriously. What's wrong with me? A matter of fact, no, like the key thing about it, the information is there, but a lot of us will love sensationalism. We love drama, we love all of that, but we don't want to take the time and drill into the facts. We don't want to take the time and just focus on the things that really is messing up our future. And that is what is so important that we do this. And I understand the sacrifice many of you made. Some of you drove overnight to be here. Some of you get up from early this morning, sleep on a bus to be here. Some of you flew in, pay your own expense because this is important to you. And for those of you who couldn't be here, I know it's also important. But we're going to examine from our speaker, Patrick McCarthy. We're inviting Patrick to come on the stage. We're going to on a brief history of some of the failed political promises that this government have made. Where's Patrick? Patrick McCarthy, Rottigan, Wilfred, Patrick McCarthy. Where's Patrick? Patrick? All right. Oh, yeah, right there in the man, son. You know you're not calling him. You can't hear. He is not working. He is Scott up. All right, Osh. But we are to hear what you have to present.
We are coming to you live from the Jamaican protest right here in Washington, D.C. You all can hear me there? We're coming to you live from Washington, D.C. right here in the United States, where Jamaicans from all walks of life are demonstrating. We're going to have some chit-chat with some people right now. Let's go over so we can have a chit-chat with Mr. Rattigan. Yeah. Will. Yes. I have with me none other than my good friend Wilfred Rattigan. Rattigan, what is your take on what is going on out here?
This is a very historic day. It's the first time in the history of Jamaica that a diaspora group has seen it fit to protest against its government. From myriad of issues, corruption, including failed promises. But it doesn't stop there. We have a prime minister whose statutory declaration for going on 3 years have not been verified by the very agency he created. So how can we expect transparency, accountability, and honesty with the government? And that's why we're out here. We're actually screaming, pleading, imploring the government to do better, to do us correction for the people of Jamaica. And until they do that, we will continue with our protests, because we know that we're applying pressure to them, and the pressure is working. And we have a lot of strategies which we're employing. And again, we will continue until the government sees it fit to do exactly what it promised to do, or until there's a change of government. Either way, we don't care who's in government. We just want the government to do right by the people. So that's why I'm here, sir.
Your views on what is going on across from us, what do you think about that?
I ignore ignorance. I don't pay attention to foolishness. The people who are across the street, they have a right to protest. They have a right to counter-protest. But they cannot deal with the facts. So now they're making it personal. So we just ignore personal attacks. We just ignore them and we just move on with our message because we have bigger things to take care of. Like the people of Jamaica who need all the help they can get and they're not getting the help. So that's where we are. We're not worried about them.
Your views on all that Jamaicans are facing: lack of proper health care, lack of proper education, the crime and violence, taxi drivers are asking for fare increase, the level of skullduggery, the level of corruption in Jamaica. Your views on all of that, Mr. Rattigan, and what do you sum it up? What would you do?
Well, like I said, government has to do better. I don't know if it can or if it's able to, but we know people are suffering. And by the way, the people across the street, we want them to come out because it highlights the issue even more. Because now you have more people, you have more attention being focused on the issue, and that's what we really want. So, people are suffering at the end of the day, and we are here to ensure that the suffering is going to stop and stop soon. Simple as that.
They keep on saying that you all are destroying brand Jamaica. Do they know exactly what is brand Jamaica, Mr. Rattigan?
Brand Jamaica is not a country. Brand Jamaica is some slogan. And think about who's mashing up brand Jamaica. You have to think about the government. Because they're the ones who promise all of these things, including prosperity. And so far, it's poverty. It's poverty instead of prosperity. So that's why we're out here calling on the government to do a course correction. And we're highlighting everything that they're doing. When you tell people that their doors open and windows open and the murder rate is going up, that's a colossal failure. That's a failed promise. And when I say a failed promise, it's a deadly promise. Because when people see doors and windows open, they die. This is not like somebody just making a decision about which road to drive on. So that's why we're not worried about them. We're not worried about people complaining or attacking us. We have a single-minded focus, and that is to hold the government accountable, sir.
You hail from the community of Waterhouse in Kingston. You're a son of the soil of Jamaica. At any time at all, Mr. Rattigan, is there anything that you're doing to suggest that you're bringing down the government of Jamaica, sir? Because it's been dubbed in the media that because you didn't get the commissioner of police job, and I know for a fact that and the two administration, the PNP and the JLP, you've applied. Your views on them saying that you have a beef because you didn't get the commissioner job.
If I have a beef because I didn't get the commissioner job, that beef should be with the opposition party because they encouraged me and they asked me to apply for the job. And I wasn't shortlisted, didn't get the job. So if I have a problem with not getting a job, it should be against the opposition. The government didn't ask me to apply for the position. The opposition did. But I have no ill feelings because that's just how things are. But what does it say about my ability to fight for the people of Jamaica? Are they saying because I didn't get a job, I have no voice? I can't speak out against ills of Jamaica? I think that would be wrong. I don't think that's what they want to say. But it's propaganda. But like I said, I have a single-minded focus. I'm just focused on the rights, the benefits, the health, the education, everything concerning the Jamaican people, not about the government.
Well, Fred Rattigan, you are a man who... Hold on. No. Hold on a minute. You're a man who will stand up for everyone. And when you hear all of that, people next door shouting, Rattigan, shame on you, Rattigan this, Rattigan that, how do you feel?
They know my name. So any press is good press. Bad press are good press. Frankly speaking, I don't pay attention to them because they don't count. Because what they're doing right now is not helping a poor family to put food on the table. So what we're doing, in all probability, is causing the government to think about the course corrections. I'm not worried about them. I'm just worried about our message, getting it across, getting people attracted to it, and also getting the government to start paying attention because this has never happened before. Never happened before. And I'm hearing that people are not sleeping well. Good. Because they should do something about the situation in Jamaica. You know, they're taking people for granted because of 9-day wonders. Things happen and then it's forgotten. Well, none of the issues we raise will be forgotten. None will be forgotten.
I want to say thank you to Mr. Wilfred Radigan, son of the soul of Waterhouse. Thank you for coming on to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel, sir.
Blessings, blessings, blessings. You're welcome. Thank you.
We are coming to you live from Washington, D.C., in front of the Jamaican Embassy right here in Washington, D.C. I want to talk to people about what they think of what is going on. Please. Well, apparently nobody want to talk on the mic with me. But I want to interview some people about what do they think of what is going on in Jamaica. Come here a minute for me. You know, your views on the whole protest here this afternoon in front of the American Embassy. You're from the Jamaican Embassy, rather. You're from Up Jamaica, a political movement in Jamaica. Why did you come out here?
I come out here because Jamaica has so much corruption. The crime is bad, everything is bad. The healthcare system needs to change, and we need to change it now. Corruption needs to change, and we need to change it now. Crime needs to change, we need to change it now. Running water we need to change that now. The road needs to get fixed, we need to change that now. If the Chinese are getting incentives to come to Jamaica to invest, say it's 5%, Jamaicans should get 10%. I'm not against giving incentives, but we have to give it to Jamaican people too. Jamaican people are suffering under this administration. I don't care which administration. As a matter of fact, they give them over 200% increase, and they give the civil servant 20% increase. Let's flip it. Let's give them 20% and give the civil servant 200%. Let's take care of Jamaica because they're self-serving. They're supposed to serve the people, and they're only serving themselves. And we need to promote Jamaica, and that's why I'm here, to promote Jamaica.
Yes, sir. We are live. We are live on the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel, and we're streaming to many platforms around the world. As I always say, we're listening, watching from around the world, the Eastern Caribbean. This is the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. What would you say to the Jamaican people who are watching us now?
Jamaican people need to, first and foremost, have national unity. Study the Constitution. Because if they taught the Constitution in schools, a lot of the students will understand what's going on. Because here's the thing. The Governor General who represents the monarchy is appointing the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition. And even though they said it's the GLP that increased the government pay, the PMP was in league with it because they voted for it and they both benefit from it. They're doing nothing for the people. We need to stand together in national unity. We need to have, we need to control our own destiny. We need to be self-reliant, and we need that. Them bringing in people that we can't compete with. We need a level playing field in Jamaica to benefit Jamaicans.
I want to say thank you very much, but before you go, if the Up Jamaica movement should become government of Jamaica, say about all 62 persons who are 62 candidates, what would you do to assist the people of Jamaica if you become government?
A lot of things that people don't understand. We have formed an alliance. It's called the Jamaica Unity Alliance. It involves the Jamaica Patriotic Movement, the Marcus Garvey Movement, Up Jamaica, Tancor, and we're pulling our resources together to show at this level. So moving forward, we can get Jamaica on a national level, have unity, to understand what's out there for them, to teach our students, our young people, because it's going to benefit them. The young people who's going to be benefited from this should understand what's going on. And we need to educate them. I need to push them forward. The Jamaica Unity Alliance will be having a meeting sometime in August. We're going to bring Jamaicans together. And we're going to educate Jamaicans to come forward to unite and get rid of the colonial parties, because they have no good thing for Jamaica. They don't mean well. They're self-serving and they're deep in their own pockets instead of helping Jamaican people to flourish.
You know something? The crowd that is out here right now, have you ever seen the level of crowd apart from New York City and Florida? Right here in Washington, D.C., in front of the Jamaican embassy. Is it sending a message to the Jamaican government?
Look, understand this. The reason why the Jamaica government pay these for the year to demonstrate or to counter demonstrate is because we are making an impact. And they're feeling the pressure and the heat because we're making an impact. You see, the diaspora, if we get an opportunity to vote, even that's what we're calling for, to ask for people to vote. Look, we'll make a change in Jamaica. We'll dent the system, we'll change the system, and we'll enable and uplift Jamaicans who are poor, who are disenfranchised. And that's what we want to do, to empower the Jamaican people.
What would you say to the Prime Minister of Jamaica right now and the Jamaican after Washington, D.C.?
I'll tell the Jamaican Prime Minister, look, we went to the same school. I was ahead of him in St. Catherine High School. I don't know him personally, but I know we went to the same school. But the Prime Minister needs to understand that the people are tired, and they're tired of being tired. You can't have these scandals with SSL. You take your money out before other investors take their money out. Ask Usain Bolt, is that brand Jamaica? That's not brand Jamaica. That's ripping off Jamaica. So you need to come and you need to sign that declaration with the IC, right? You need to put it out there. You need to list the illicit 6. We want integrity, right? We want accountability, and we want transparency. That's what we need in government, in Jamaica, to change the whole system. And we need to change our constitution totally. Get rid of the Westminster model. Get rid of it. And make the constitution for Jamaicans. That's what we want.
I want to tell you thanks for coming on to the Mekwito Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Up Jamaica, moving of the people. Thank you so much for coming on, sir.
Forward to the people.
Thank you. All right. For all those who are watching us from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean, this is the Mekwito Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel coming to you live from Washington, D.C. Come over here. I want to ask you a question, sir. Why are you out here today?
Protesting against the corruption in Jamaica, government, the police and all.
Your views on those people who are over there?
They're Jamaicans, they're looking up for Jamaica, but they're going about it the wrong way.
Yes. Do you believe that movement is a political movement?
It's not a political movement, not at all. We have people from both sides. We are looking about for the country's interests most of all.
Not for PNP nor JLP?
I'm no P. I'm not.
You're a patriotic Jamaican?
I'm a patriotic Jamaican.
The level of what is in Jamaica, where the Prime Minister has not declared his declaration has been declared, but has not approved by the Integrity Commission. Your views on that?
It sends a bad signal to every Jamaican, everywhere.
When you have oh Lord, I lose my train of thought. when you have a government that can't give its people water, a thing that's running water in their pipes, what do you think? You think the two political parties has failed the Jamaican people miserably?
Well, that's a basic necessity, water. And if we cannot get it, then there's an issue. The government should do better.
I want to tell you thanks for coming on to the program, sir.
I'll try my best to be at everyone as best as I can.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, we are coming to you live from the Mekwito YouTube channel right here in Washington, D.C., in front of the Jamaican Embassy in Washington, D.C. I am Tavares, and I want to ask you, I want you all to can you spin the camera around for me? Those are the people next door to us, consists of, you know who, Mr. Vegas and all of them. But there they are, but we can turn back around to me right now, sir. You know, we're going to ask Dr. Francis. We're going to speak to Dr. Francis, Dr. Rupert Francis, a son of the soil in Jamaica. Dr. Francis, welcome to our Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. We're live from Washington, D.C., in front of the Jamaican Embassy. What would you say to your Jamaican people, and what prompted you all to do a demonstration like this?
Well, I would say to the Jamaican people, more of us should do what we are doing, so that we can get better government and we can get a better deal from government as individuals, especially for our young people, persons who are poor, and people who don't have any resources. We have to call on our governments to really represent us, our various constituencies really be there for us, and we have to call upon them to show us what they're doing with our money. That's the most important thing. Right now, they have a lot of money spending, and if it's not spending on you, you need to find out, because that is what is important to move Jamaica forward. I think that Jamaica is about time. We cannot just go down there and sell our votes. I must not listen to the narrative that people in the diaspora are against the people in Jamaica. We are the same people, the same blood. And we are over here working hard to assist in Jamaica as well. So people are telling you that they're telling you for their own purposes. Also, do not sell out your land. If you sell out your land, you're selling out your children, their children, and you're going to have nothing. It seems to me that Jamaica is on a land grab from a lot of persons who have money. And so I'm asking you all to be careful, to work with us to get better governance in Jamaica. I do not care which side you vote for. I'm just simply saying we need better governance in Jamaica, especially for the young. And that is the one that burns me, to see young people, to see young people who are in fact disenfranchised, young people who cannot get into school that they want. Killing people, robbing people, and what have you. The children, I saw incidents recently in education about children fighting on streets and what have you. We need to revamp all of this thing. Get back inside the homes, talk to the people, create safer cities, create other environments, and work with them. And the diaspora stands ready to assist in any of these. We are already doing so, but we're not going to talk too much about it. That's my view. So let us say, get together, work with the diaspora for the future of Jamaica, all Jamaicans. We love Jamaica. We do not hate Jamaica. That's why we're doing this. So I'm asking you all to follow the anthem and the pledge of our country and make it the best place in the world. It is indeed the best place in the world. But right now we have some serious problems we have to address. That's why I'm here. And that's why I will always be here, fighting for this for everybody, because I love Jamaica as much as anybody else. So that's basically my situation. I really hope that people does not sit down, but go out there and talk to their people and say, listen, we need some changes, okay? And stop hating one another.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rupert Francis, head of the Jamaican Crime Intervention Prevention Task Force, for speaking to us on Make We Talk. We're going to go over to the channel here right now. We're going to speak to... One moment for me, please. Can you take this mic? Hold this mic. Hold the button.
Akwaba, it's there yesterday. Greetings, everyone. May God give you good health. I give thanks to the organizers of this event and to our eternal Father for allowing us to be with you, our Jamaican diaspora family, here in Washington, D.C. today, June 15, 2024, to share thoughts of good governance for our beautiful country, Jamaica, land we love. My acrostic poem, A Bloodless Revolution, sets the stage perfectly for our presentation. Please, may I have a round of applause for our assistants? Thank you. A Bloodless Revolution by yours truly, Highly Mikajo. Right now, the real talk in our country should be enacting with desire to get rid of the British monarchy. Plain and straight, dash them policy, undo the stronghold them have power legally by changing the constitution that them give to it. Listen, my people, I am talking revolution. Instigating we need for long-lasting self-determination. Constitution change that benefits everyone. Jamaicans, for the most part, have one thing in common. Are we a people of color according to European categorization? Maybe Chinese, Indian, Syrian, Taino, African, all of it down pressed by the British divide and 1962 Constitution. I man already make a proposal that can deliver the revolution. Clean and neat without it being a bloody one. All it needs is parliamentary ratification. No need to fear what others may do or say. Only keep on treading in our eternal Father's way, working together in truth and justice each and every day. Republic Jamaica now, that's the hidden meaning behind this poem. Thank you all very much. In order to understand and fully appreciate what we are talking about, you need to get a copy of this document, We the People Proposed Constitution of Republic Jamaica, by sending a WhatsApp message to 1-876-225-1163 or an email to we the people republic ja@gmail.com, or by downloading it from our We the People Republic JA Facebook group page. You may also view events on our We the People Republic JA YouTube channel. It contains information received from attorneys at law Gordon Robinson and Anthony Gifford KC, the criminal law, public law debate, and many Jamaicans at home and abroad, including the government's Constitutional Reform Committee, the CRC, that questioned me about it on July 14, 2023. I first published it on July 26, 2021, under the name The Proposed Constitution of Republic Jamaica. Our Jamaican parliamentarians and hundreds of Jamaican citizens at home and abroad already have a copy, our original version, and our various revisions of it. I am preparing the 16th revision for release on July 26, 2024, its third anniversary. This document is 6 months older than the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs. It is 20 months older than the Constitutional Reform Committee that is mandated to develop a constitution to make Jamaica become a republic. The CRC spent 1 year supposedly gathering information from citizens for this purpose. However, their report of May 2024 shows that they have ignored our recommendations. This is clearly seen from our document entitled The Comparison Between We the People Proposed Constitution of Republic Jamaica and the CRC's report May 2024, that you may also download from our Facebook group page. To be a republic, the people must have power to 1, elect their leaders, 2, remove their elected leaders, and 3, impeach their elected leaders. All these powers of the people must be in the Constitution, the supreme law of the land, as is the case with this document, that, among other things, places the sovereignty of the country in the citizens of Jamaica. Names our head of state, the Prime Minister, because he appoints and oversees the Council of Ministers, which is the executive body of government. Allows our indigenous people, the Maroons, to retain their ancestral homelands. Entrenches the Caribbean Court of Justice as our final court of appeal. Guarantees our right to enjoy the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Rights of the Child. Guarantees freedom of speech and of the press. Guarantees citizens the right of access to official documents held by the government of Republic Jamaica. This document mandates the government of Republic Jamaica to, among other things, implement a land policy that will eliminate squatting by offering land and housing solutions impartially at an affordable cost to citizens. Uphold our right to access to our beaches, waterways, forests, minerals such as bauxites, and our other natural resources. Provide the highest level of healthcare, free to senior citizens and children. Provide better quality compulsory education, free up to the secondary level that teaches students respect, communal responsibility, the contents of the Constitution, the history of our national heroes and freedom fighters, and our efforts to gain independence. To develop and maintain the industry of renewable energy that will provide thousands of sustainable jobs, thereby helping to solve our crime problem, save us money, and allow us to achieve our sustainable development goals in the fight against global warming. In respect of the Jamaican diaspora, it provides conditions under which you may vote in elections in Jamaica and stand as a candidate in any election for Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, Senator, or representatives of the people, or be appointed to the Council of Ministers, or to any department of government, or to the judiciary. One citizen told me it can deliver good governance. I agree. I close with another of my poems. This one is entitled Good Governance by yours truly, Haile Mikhail Kojo. We the people propose Constitution of Republic Jamaica. It's a bloodless revolution that can deliver good governance for our nation. All it needs is parliamentary ratification for implementation. A mentally emancipated way of thinking is needed for it to be appreciated. Built upon foundations laid by the Lord Jesus Christ, Marcus Messiah Garvey, and Emperor Haile Selassie. It is designed to create a new and glorious history for ourselves and our posterity that shall increase our self-esteem, dignity, and integrity. We, the people holding the authority of our country's sovereignty, designated as one people under our eternal Father, God Almighty, we are guaranteed the Universal Declaration of Rights of Humanity. Education, therefore, is the key to unlock our potentiality, supported by defense, health, finance, foreign affairs, trade, and industry, social security, transport and works, and land equality. The Council of Ministers has the tools to work together in unity with those elected and appointed in their various capacity to ensure good governance is achieved and maintained in our beautiful country. Fixed election dates guarantees accountability. Impeachment and removal of corrupt elected officials ensures accountability. Acknowledging our indigenous language frees us to express ourselves legally. No extradition, no death penalty, time limit between arrest and trial guaranteed to everybody. Full access to our beaches, waterways, forests, and other natural resources. Our parliamentarians and hundreds of Jamaicans have it for free. To get your copy, WhatsApp 1-876-225-1163. Then advocate for it to be the supreme law of our beautiful country. We the people propose Constitution of Republic Jamaica. It's a bloodless revolution that can deliver good governance for our nation. We the people propose Constitution of Republic Jamaica. All it needs is parliamentary ratification or implementation. Thanks for listening, and I trust you are able to act positively upon what you have heard. Kibri Ixabir, Le Ixabir, Yehon. Glory to God.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We're to you live from the mass demonstration here in front of the Jamaican Embassy in Washington, D.C. I have with me right now, Mr. Herb Nelson Jr. Mr. Herb Nelson Jr. As we always dub them on YouTube, Sir Herbie, why are you out today? And what your views on what is going on out here?
Well, I'm out here simply because of one thing. We know who is mashing up Jamaica. Brand Jamaica, because Jamaica is not a brand. They're just mashing up the hell out of the country. And when you have the government as corrupt as we have in Jamaica, somebody has to make an effort at cleaning things up. And 2 years ago, we decided that we had to do something to help with the cleanup. You, Ratty, me, Prezi, Dr. Francis, everybody. So now what we have is them finally organizing our people here in the diaspora and Jamaica to come in to try and make noise so that they can drown us out. But we have written items, we have the protests, and we have the podcasts that are definitely telling people what's going on in Jamaica. It wasn't us that caused the U.S. government to put out the warning that Jamaica's healthcare is so messed up that the people of the United States should not travel to Jamaica. It's a lot of dead people as a result of the poor health services. They can't afford the private hospitals like what Minister Tufton went to when he fell off his bicycle. These people are struggling to make ends meet. And these people can no longer keep up with the right nourishment for them and their families. And they cannot afford the standard of living, the cost of living in Jamaica. And so we know that this is a major problem and that we have to help to fix it. The diaspora sends $3.5 billion a year to Jamaica. So we have our place at the table based on the fact that we are putting out all this money. But when we put out that money, the government does not match us. So we should at least have matching funds from the government to help these people. We should have a change in the school system that helps to pay for an improvement in education and to properly train the new teachers that have to replace the experienced one that the U.S. has recruited. So the U.S. is cashing in our corruption by recruiting away the teachers, by recruiting away the nurses, by recruiting away doctors. So when you keep that in mind, you understand clearly why we need to have interventions here that helps the island.
But Dr. Sir Nelson rather, Sir Herbert Nelson Jr., people are saying that we're politically motivated. The last thing I heard is that opposition leader Mark Golden gave us money, gave you guys money to have a mass demonstration, and you and Rattigan met with opposition leader in Florida a couple of months ago. Was that true, sir?
Sir, I have not left here except for the New York protest. I didn't even go to the Miami protest. And the bottom line is this. Both me and Ratty were about $3,000 to $5,000 out of pocket. So we are spending our own money with the hope that members of the diaspora will help us to replace it and then give us additional funds that will cause us to be able to do investigations and identify the people who are ripping off Jamaica blind and causing the people of Jamaica to have to pay higher taxes and get less services.
You always said that Jeffrey, you all are deep diving, and you deep dive and you deep dive. The Jamaican people are saying, when is the group going to do something about the level of corruption in the country with the deep dive that you're doing?
We started this week. I spent this week in Congress addressing the Caribbean American Legislative Week. I addressed the Caribbean American Legislative Week, and I also went to speak to a couple of Congress people who are sponsoring legislation to help with the correction of CBSI CBSI, which does nothing for the Caribbean. Everything it does is about protecting the U.S. third border. So now we want more being done.
Mr. Nelson, bear with me a minute. Don't move. We're going to go back. We're going to return for Wilfred Radigan for his next speech. Hold on for me, please. We're going to go over back to Mr. Wilfred Radigan for his next speech. Mr. Radigan, can you check this mic for me, please, sir?
All right. All right. As I said before, we will ignore the noise. And we're going to talk to our people about issues affecting our people. All right. Now, the government, when we talk to you about the diaspora, what's the diaspora? It's us. It's all of us. All of us. Years ago, we used the diaspora, something called the advisory council or advisory board. But then in 2020, the government took it over. And the government now start direct influence the whole organization. But we have some picky people from Bakawal who no go to good school. But we're stubborn. Stubborn. Here's what we do with them. All of the bright people in the government. We take with the name Global Jamaica Diaspora Council, and we, the whole of we, including them people across the street, are our one. Not for them. So, it's a big problem. The name has been registered with the IRS. So, if anybody here, somebody claiming to be a Global Jamaica Diaspora Council representative, we make we know, because lie them a lie. And we need to send a cease and desist order. The name has been...
Sorry, bro. Shaman Vegas and Peter King. Shaman Vegas and Peter King. Shaman Vegas and Peter King. Shaman Vegas and Peter King.
We don't need, sometimes we never need to recognize certain people, you know. But the name has been registered with the IRS. The name has been registered in the state of Florida. The name has been registered in the state of Connecticut. And next week, then will be registered in New York, DC, Georgia, and Pennsylvania, and California. So effectively, them out of business. We run things. Now when people are run up their mouth and attack, no worry. We have things under control. The conference, I need to talk to them about the conference. They have a business conference in Jamaica starting tomorrow. They call it the biannual Diaspora Conference. But the conference is about what? Services, products, making money. Investments, making money, I just said. Tomorrow night we have our conference, which is called the People's Conference. Tomorrow night, starting tomorrow night through Friday, we will be talking about real issues, pick up yourself, affecting real Jamaicans, and we will provide real solutions. In Jamaica, you need about $4,000 to $5,000 to attend this conference and start tomorrow. Our conference is free, online. So we want to join with tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we're going to talk about the diaspora. Beach access. How many of you can go to Jamaica without paying to go to a resort and use any beach in Jamaica? We want beach access. What me say? What we want? Beach access. What we want? Beach access. One more time. Beach access. So tomorrow night we're going to hear from Dr. Devon. I'm going to talk to him about something called the Prescription Act and the Beach Control Act 1956. And show you how the government hold back the Jamaicans from using all of the beaches. Tourists can't come and use any beach. But we who born and grow there can't use the beach. And during the week, we will be talking about water crisis, national security, health, education, and so on and so forth. So On the have to tune in starting tomorrow night. On the have to tune in, listen to what the experts are talking about, and listen to the solutions that we have. Now, the last thing we have to talk about is constitutional reform. Over a year now, the government takes taxpayers' money. Them takes taxpayers' money and claims they're going to reform the constitution. While they reform the constitution, what happened? Don't remember what happened? Anybody remember what happened while they reform the constitution? Nobody remember? Let me remind you what them do. Let me remind you now. While they reform the constitution, they amend the constitution so that the DPP can get an extension. Want to remember that? Remember that? That will show you how them do constitutional reform. Who said, in the first 100 days of my administration, we're going to have term limits for the office of the Prime Minister? Want to remember who said that? Well, guess what? That not in the constitution reform. That. Remember this in the first 100 days of my administration, we're going to have recall, impeachment. Remember that? That not in the constitution. That in the constitution. Yeah. And we have to big up all of the taxi and bus drivers and operators in Jamaica who are strike right now. I hope we're not wearing no white, you know. Because them can't make a livable wage and the government has stifled them. I hope we're not wearing no white. And by the way, the what's happening in New York, them come out and say it's only 60 people. 60. August, we go back to New York. And we want 600. What we say we want? What we want? Show me it. Show me, found them. How many people who say 600 people we need? Yeah. Because them claims said we're a small group. We no count. We're inconsequential. People mustn't pay attention to us. Them say we're unpatriotic. And yet, when we raise the issues, them can't address the issues. If you notice, all them talk about is personal differences. We are talking about issues. They must come and tell me the Prime Minister's statutory declaration for the last 3 years have been verified. Then we can have a conversation. They must come and tell me, say, the illicit 6, not go so. They must come and tell me that. Give them name. They must come and tell me, say, poverty has not gone up. They must come and tell me that. Hear them, don't make them fool on the people, you know. Them telling us say that prices are going down. Not true. And the price will go up in Jamaica on food stuffs, not come down. No distributor, no manufacturer, no retailer going to drop them price. You will have to pay more than the 13,000 minimum wage will not get. So, while people are making noise, I make stride. While people are making noise, we are make stride. The government, for the first time in the history of Jamaica, them can't sleep well at night time. Them can't sleep. People within the JLP call me and tell me, say, we not make worries for it because we don't know what the next move is. Because here's what happened. Sad to say, but it's true. We have been sold out by some of our people over the years. We have sold out by some of our people. We have been sold out. But this diaspora group, yeah, all that we know this thing together is a different group. Not for sale. Different group. No. Here's what happened. We came like the other group and we spoke. But we spoke with a more unifying voice, with a tougher voice. And here's how we did it. We did it through, we didn't come and say, well, me feel so, or my neighbor tell me something, go so. No tabloid around here. Just fact. Not my word. Just pure facts. And in addition to the facts, what did we do? We talk. But then we took action. One of the first things we did, we filed lawsuits. But remember the lawsuit? Remember, one of the first things. And whether you like him or not, you have to give Wayne Loan some impress because he was the first person to file a lawsuit. In filed a lawsuit to get rid of the police commissioner. Right? And then I filed the one there. And I followed by my filing. Then we did protests. And by the way, we are protesting in Canada next month. We are protesting in England. We are protesting in New York. Protesting in Florida. Right? Then Herb and the group, they are talking to politicians about the Magnitsky Act, the Foreign Agent Registration, the Foreign Bribery Act, a whole bunch of law we are talking to them about holding Jamaican government officials accountable. And God willing, and with the support of all of you people, there will come a time when we will say handcuffs on some of them politicians. There will come a time when we will say politicians. God real. Him real. Him real. So we are going to see that. So we just want to know, say, me there, me healthy, me strong. Me have people like President support me. All I want to support me. Prayers are go up. Prayers are go up. We are grow. We are grow like tree. And so we just want to continue with the prayers. We want to continue with the support because we not ease up. Can't ease up. Lives are at stake. Like, example, next week at them conference, they have the police commissioner to talk about crime. You know them have him? Something called a riverside chat. For half, people are dead like flies. People are dead like flies. And him don't know if he image from him foot. I must sit on a riverside and talk. So 5 minutes to ask him question. So I'm not going to ask you for do. I'm not ask all of you for do. Please, me ask you. Tune in tomorrow night, whether it's on Jeffrey platform, Lonesome platform, my platform, Mystic Sensation, whoever. Please tune in and listen to how we are going to address the issues. We not address it like how other people address it in our personal way. We address it factually. Factually. The conference them have nothing for poor people. It's all about what you can invest and what you can make out of the backs of the poor people. We are going to come with the solutions tomorrow. So I want to thank all of you for coming out. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the continuing support. Because together, we will make that change. Thank you very much.
Don't go too far, Ratchet. Don't go too far. Listen, the fight continues. But let me ask you a question. They say we are mashing up Brand Jamaica. But I have a question for you. Who is mashing up Brand Jamaica? I said the deceptive SSL investigation. Who is destroying Brand Jamaica? The Petrodram saga. Who is destroying Brand Jamaica? Did somebody say Cruel Reed? Or was it Ruel Reed? A Cruel Reed. Who is mashing up Brand Jamaica? Him too. He's part of it. The politicians that refuse to adhere to code of conduct. Who is mashing up Brand Jamaica? And let me tell you this. I can't wait for Mountain to see if the statutory declarations will be released. Because there's only one person that is responsible for this, and one group, which is integrity and the various departments that deal with this. But my point today is really quick. Yes, the Prime Minister, that one person, I want to see, is the one person. I want to see what he is going to say about these assets that he has amassed over his term that he can't give an account for. Who is mashing up the government? Who is mashing up the country? No. Andrew Wheatley is yet to be charged. Who is mashing up Grand Jamaica? You remember the other day, plane land passenger come and scatter? Is that good for the country? Who is mashing up Grand Jamaica? My goodness. No. All of these broken promises to our CARICOM people, our CARICOM agency, our partners, these member states, all of these failed promises that they fail to keep is making Grand Jamaica look terrible. And I'm asking you, does that sound that somebody is destroying Grand Jamaica? Who is mashing up Grand Jamaica? Listen me, the counter-protesters will make pianize till I was, then I know them and shout final. I promise you, if you ask them what them I do, then I know, then I'm going to hear say, come at DC, and they'll say, shame on you. Like literally. How many issues have you heard here today? If any mash up Grand Jamaica, who is it? The protesters. No. Let me tell you this. I love Jamaica. You love Jamaica. I know you do. I know your people and your country. I know your country. And you have to do whatever it takes. And the sacrifice you made to be here is not going unnoticed. The sacrifice you made to come here to fight the Constitution culture that you have so many hours writing and reviewing and researching is not going to waste, because our better angels will arise. Look at our leaders that came before us. They fought resistance. They fought people who told them that they couldn't do it, and they overcame. We shall overcome. This man right here has been a leader and a fighter. And Dr. Rupert, as I say, we can't do it by ourselves. Where's looking for Marva? I don't see Marva yet. Where's Marva? Where's Marva? But Doc, I want you to do the thank yous. And I'll bring back Herb Nelson. We have some thank yous that we have to give. I want to give thanks to the Jeffrey Tavares and Make We Talk platform, Jamaica Carlos, all the vloggers and people who are streaming on their various social media platforms. Thank you. But Dr. Rupert, I know you have some very special thank yous you would like to do.
I'm only going to be short, ladies and gentlemen. And this is not, I'm just doing it because I don't want to forget. You know, as you get older, you forget a little bit. And I know some people say not all that's foolishness. But anyway, let me this. I want to give yourselves a round of applause. Everybody who's here, I mean, who have come out today. We did not come out as 12 apostles or whatever they are. Robbers, as they have over next door. We came, Judas is right. We came out to support here from far and wide. And everybody who organized this, I want to tell you, thank you very much for having kept it. I mean, this morning I got calls saying that the bus was not there. So people are very anxious. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you can be so, what shall I say, faithful in what you're doing, then we deserve a better Jamaica. We know who is mashing up Grand Jamaica, and it is not us, and it's not you. And we are going to prevail. I want to thank, it's not ending, but I want to thank Mr. President for standing up here all day, doing what he's doing. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank Herb, who decided to have it on a Saturday. And we said, boy, we don't know, but look at it, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a big rousing round of applause for that. I want to thank Ratty for coming out here under circumstances which we're not going to discuss, right? And still, the feeder. There's a little lady in front of me. I have to thank her personally. I never say a woman can shake stuff like a person. I may say, I know you in a she met well, a tomato. But ladies and gentlemen, she is so frisky and she's everywhere. And all of you are involved, and I can see that. I want to thank you very much because we can't do this with you. So I just before, anything else, all the shouting, whatever, we still have a few things left. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I came from Florida myself, and I will be making sure that I visit every event like this because Jamaica needs this. Jamaica needs us. Thank you very much. One love, one heart, one destiny.
All right. We also want to thank the DuPont Circle.
I want to say thank you all very much. We break away from the chat with Mr. President Lincoln. I am Jeffrey Tavares coming to you live from the protest right here in Washington, D.C., in front of the Jamaican embassy. When you listen to what is going on, you ask yourself a question, is this what Jamaican really need? Because what is going on in Jamaica, believe you me, we have to stand up and speak out for this country of ours. We're going to finish an interview with Mr. Herb Nelson Jr. Herb, come on back in here. You were saying something about the level of corruption in Jamaica. In 2 minutes, wrap it up for us.
Look, the level of corruption in Jamaica is so far gone that the people of Jamaica has no talk that can help themselves to alleviate the situation. They need to get rid of all the bad ministers them. But to do that, they need help from the legal profession. They need help from the DPP, who should be their advocate for justice. Remember, every case down there is the individual versus the people of Jamaica, the government. So right now, there's nobody helping. There's absolutely nobody helping the people of Jamaica. And so we, the diaspora, have to do it.
Can you explain to Jamaicans who are watching us and listening to us, what's the Magnitsky Act?
The Magnitsky Act is named after an attorney who was working against the corruption in Russia, and they murdered him. So after they murdered him, they decided that they would go after those corrupt Russians and other mafia members that executed this man and were executing other people. And so that Magnitsky Act was the Magnitsky Act for the Russians. Today it's expanded to global. So everywhere you have a government that's murdering its citizens, they're going after them.
Thank you so much, Mr. Herb Nelson Jr., for coming on to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. We speak to a man who has highly culture, who has been going to every single town hall meeting put on by the Constitutional Reform Committee and other people. Highly culture, why are you out here today?
I'm here today to tell the Jamaican diaspora that they have an alternative in this document. We, the people, propose Public Jamaica. It guarantees the Jamaican diaspora a right to vote and also to stand as a candidate in elections. It has been revised 15 times since July 26, 2021, when I first sent it to Parliament as the proposed Constitution of Republic Jamaica. At that time, there was no Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs. Neither was there a Constitutional Reform Committee. And since the Constitutional Reform Committee put out their report in May, that's last month, I have rebutted it and shown that they have done nothing to incorporate anything from this document, even though they invited me on July 14 last year, 2023, to discuss it with them. And I've been to 5 of their 6 town hall meetings.
I have heard you ask some very important questions in the town hall meeting of the Constitutional Reform Committee. Have anyone reached out to you?
Only ordinary Jamaican citizens. People from the US, in Jamaica, in Trinidad, One man heard me being interviewed on a radio station in Jamaica, and he called and asked for the document. When I checked his number, I had to call him and ask him, where is he calling from? Ghana.
Where?
Ghana.
In Ghana.
Living in Ghana.
A Jamaican living in Ghana calling from here. Yes.
Interviewed by Miguel Lorne on Best FM in Kingston, and called me from Ghana asking for document.
Wow. Can you tell Jamaicans home and abroad and in the diaspora here, where can they find this document?
This document is on our Facebook group page, We the People Republic JA. You can also get a copy by sending an email to We the People Republic JA at gmail.com or a WhatsApp text to 1-876-225-1163. You can also view events on We the People Republic JA YouTube, and you will see where we have gone. We have gone to Aroons. We have gone to the University of the West Indies, had a debate on this document in March last year. So it's a very big international document, and we're happy for you and the others who made this possible today for us to be here. As I told the Constitutional Reform Committee, this is not about me, Haile Mikhail Kojo, wanting anything or trying to get anything. This is about our eternal Father making a way for the betterment of our children in Jamaica.
No, hold on. No, we're going to interview. Hold on, we're going to interview. Yeah. So let me ask you, based on all that you see going on out here, what would you say to your Jamaican people now as you say goodbye from the Make We Talk platform? What would you say to your Jamaican people?
As I say goodbye from?
The Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel.
Okay. I would say to all the Jamaican people, get a copy of this document. 1-876-225-1163. Or email we the people JA at gmail.com. Read it, share it, discuss it. If there's anything in it that you see needs fixing, send the information to those two and then advocate for its implementation. As one citizen said, it can deliver good governance. And that's what we need in the country, good governance.
Thank you so much.
Before you go, the corruption and all the bad things happening in Jamaica is facilitated by this 1962 corrupt document that doesn't hold anybody accountable. And the King of England is okay where he is. So he doesn't care what happens on the plantation called Jamaica. That's just a fact. Otherwise, the government wouldn't be trying to change it.
Thank you so much, my good friend. Thank you. This is Jeffrey Tavares coming to you live from in front of the Jamaican Embassy. The Jamaican Embassy right here in Washington, D.C. You know, when you listen, you know, in the American Constitution, it speaks about we the people. Is there a part in the Jamaican Constitution that speaks about we the people? I don't think so. But we are speaking to a lot of Jamaicans from all walks of life who has come out here to demonstrate. Why are you out here today?
Oh, because of the corruption in Jamaica. All the things, everything bad that's happening in Jamaica.
Are you from Jamaica?
I was born in Jamaica, yes. I live in Vegas now. I live in Las Vegas. Las Vegas.
You live in Las Vegas now? Okay, so you travel from Las Vegas to come here?
I'm visiting my sister. She lives in Maryland, so I decided for her to drive me in here.
So tell me something. Why are you out here?
Oh my God, look at all the stuff that's going on in Jamaica. I mean, I'm one that always say I want to retire in Jamaica, but how can I? I cannot retire in Jamaica. I mean, all the crime, corruption, healthcare, everything that's bad, it's happening in Jamaica. And we have to stand firm for our people in Jamaica because they're suffering. They're suffering right now.
Are you a Jamaican who is political? Do you believe that this movement out here is a political movement?
No, it's not. No, it's not. We're standing for the people in Jamaica because they cannot stand for themselves. I mean, they cannot demonstrate. They know what's going on, but because of the fear of demonstrating, they can't. So we have to do it for them.
I want to say thank you very much for coming on. Thank you so much. You know, hold on a minute for me. Sorry about that. We do apologize about that. I had to do something here. I want to say thank you all very much. You know, we're out here. We're not politically motivated. And when you look at the papers that we have here, it has Jamaicans and Friends of Jamaica. Let's raise your voice in protest against corruption, crime, failed healthcare, poor education, etc. in Jamaica. And this today, I end up seeing something on the Gleaner where a young lady cried for her baby because of no ventilator in the Maypen Hospital. I've seen where the former mayor, former deputy mayor, Amarant Bay, died because lack of CT scan at the Princess Margaret Hospital. He went down to another area in Jamaica to go and get the CT scan. When he got it, it came back up. No one read the report. He lay in his bed and died. Those are the things that we're demonstrating for here, right here where we are in front of the Jamaican Embassy in Washington. We're gonna call another lady over. We're gonna call another lady over to get an interview. Why are they here? Why are they sitting here? Hold on. Tell me something. I want to ask you this question. Where exactly are you from in Jamaica?
I am from Trelawney.
Yes. And why are you out here?
I am here to support the movement. I'm here to make my voice heard because I'm tired of the corruption in my country, Jamaica, that I love so much. So I am here to lend my voice.
So you're out here because of all what is going on in Jamaica?
Transparency. I'm tired of the corruption, what's happening with our government. Its declaration cannot be verified. I'm tired of the corrupted politicians. They must be held accountable. So I'm here to lend my voice.
Thank you very much for coming on to the Make We Talk YouTube channel. Thank you. You next. Tell me something. Good afternoon to you.
How are you, sir?
I am doing good. Why are you out here today?
I'm out here because I love Jamaica and I'm hurting by what is happening there now, and I'd love for it to get better. Yes. And I'm glad for what you guys are doing. You and Mr. Rattigan, appreciate you and keep the work going.
Thank you very much. So tell me something. When you hear about the level of corruption in Jamaica, what is your views on that?
Something has to be done. Something has to be done. They're just loose with it and like there's no accountability, and we need that.
Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you. Yes, we are right here on the Make We Talk Tavares YouTube channel.
This is what's going on.
We're right here live on the Make We Talk Tavares YouTube channel, and we're gonna get some more people to interview right now. I see you see you holding up a sign. How you doing? Hold the sign, people can't see the sign. Yes. Tell me something. Why are you out here?
Well, I'm here protesting against the corruption and to only the millions of them. Understand? I'm seeing right now a sort of cruel greed. I mean, why him come up now? They need to put that man in prison. Understand? Too much foolishness in the country. He give a 100-day plan and all now. He don't fulfill none of the plan. Understand? We're out here protesting, man. We have to get rid of this man out of the country.
All right, thank you. We're going to go back over to what Mr. Herb Nelson is saying right now. We're going to go back over to Mr. Herb Nelson to hear what he's saying. We're coming to you live from the Jamaican Embassy right here in Washington, D.C. No, hold on there. We're coming to you live from Washington, D.C. Yes. Sorry about that. Yes, we're coming to you live from Washington, D.C. right here at the Jamaican Embassy. We're going to go over to what Mr. Herb Nelson Jr. is saying about the protests.
And they feel good. They feel good being able to stick out their pinky and drink some wine and feel good that they're taking a picture with the Prime Minister. But this Prime Minister is corrupt, which we have proven time and time again. And now we are proving that this ambassador is corrupt along with him. She will do everything in her power to undermine our movement. She's trying, and it's not working. The noise back behind, that's her creation. She worked on it with them. She worked on it with another plan of corruption, which is the Secret Service. And I'm not pulling punches. The Secret Service will not allow the DCs to shut them down, take the megaphone from them, which we were told to get a megaphone, you have to have an approved permit. Then they come up with the excuse that I didn't ask for the whole street. I did. I asked for 500 people to be accommodated. I asked them to close the street. So it is not a matter of what me or I didn't ask for or Rattigan or anybody else. They have our request. They know exactly what we wanted. And this plot with the Secret Service, they were the main talkers out here today, not the MPD, which is the DC police. Even though I had them to call their headquarters, they never did, and they never came back with an answer. So we're here, and having tolerated the nonsense that you're hearing, I want everybody here to give yourself a rounding applause. People, you have survived the mess behind us, and that means you can survive anything. Their words are meaningless. They have not explained one iota of what laws are being violated, or even what programs the government has that are supporting the underserved communities and the people of Jamaica. They haven't said a word. It's a refrain, repeated refrain, mindless dribble coming out of their mouth constantly. So if this is what we're going to face in the future, I'm going to have to get at least 4 or 5 powerful speakers to aim at them and blow them out of the street. So I apologize. I didn't get enough speakers. I didn't get enough power. But the bottom line is, we came here for a reason, and I'm hoping that you fulfill, and that the reason you came here, you now have hope and aspirations that we can go on and do bigger and better things with the One Jamaica Legal Defense Foundation, the Jamaica Diaspora Crime Intervention and Prevention Task Force, and the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council, which we now control. And we'll put on a program from Sunday until the 19th, which I believe is Thursday. So again, thanks for coming to DC. Every organization that organizes a protest in DC has to bust people in. I used to wonder why, when I went to Million Man March, that they hired someone to bus to enter DC. And we got over 1 million people on that march, right? So in the future, if we have to do anything in DC, don't expect the Jamaica South Maryland, the one in Virginia, or the one in DC, Jamaica Nationals, to show up. They have too much at stake, and they don't want to miss out on their invitation to the embassy. So that's all it's about. They have to preserve their invitation to the embassy, and they cannot afford to lose that. So people, thank you. God bless you for coming. I want you all to be safe, traveling home, ensure that we don't have no accidents, and that you arrive as safely as you now as you did when you arrived here. So this will continue, folks. So now that I have the report on the ambassador over it, there's a lot of stuff there. showing that this is a corrupt woman. There's stuff on the DPP, which we have, showing she's corrupt. There's stuff that we have on other ministers of government, and they all are showing corruption. I'll have this swallow it next. I'm not that versed in these things. But ladies, gentlemen, I appreciate you. You have made my life more complete than it is. And even though we only have this short time together, I am sure when you leave here, you're more hopeful for Jamaica and for the diaspora and what we're doing to preserve brand Jamaica. So I won't take a smile off your face. See, I'm putting it up. But thank you, folks, and safe travels heading home. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Oh, Mr. Ratty, going to speak now. Ratty.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. No. Okay. A lot of you have asked me to usher him out. I don't know if it means I must tell him to shut him out or usher him out. But I know here. What is it? Usher him out? Usher him out? One work up there, 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 up there. Up there, up there, up there, up there. Up there. Up there, up there. We got here now. We got here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, we got here now. Hey. Yeah! 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 Oh, Simon! Oh, Simon! Yeah. No. At the end of the day, we have to realize our brothers and sisters, them. We don't agree with them, a dysfunctional family, but still love them at a distance. But just want to say that, listen, to all of you, every single one of you, you could be anywhere today. It's a beautiful Saturday, but you have chosen to be here with us. Usher him out! 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 Hey! Usher him out! Usher him out! Oh, no! You hear him say across the street, say, him friend, Mr. Rattigan. Me and him have no issues, believe me. No issues. He call me all the time. No, yeah, man, but what you do with people like that? You kill them. Yeah. You have two things you kill them with. As a family member, you kill with facts and you kill them with love. You love him. Disagree with him, but you love him. Right? I'm sure, sir, before the night done, Vegas are going to call me. Vegas are going to text me. You know what? Hold on. Hold this.
Uh-oh. Usher him out.
30 seconds. What do you say? Can't get it. What do we say?
All right. Vegas, you have to be kind to children, you know. You have to be very kind to children. Yeah. Now here's a Vegas. The protest we have in New York. Right, Nathan? Vegas write me. And him said to me, before the protest, him said, next time you have to book me, draw a crowd. Fam, it's not too late to come home. Then we send him the picture of the crowd. When we send him picture of the crowd, him see that picture there. In the picture here with me, him see the picture here with me. We want to stand up on the thing. And him write me, and him say, well done, Martin, as in Martin Luther King. And that's him write me. And that Vegas write me and say, then we have somebody who wrote and said that we only had 60 people. And Vegas said, they beat you bad, bro. Come home. That's what he said to me. We write him back and I said, brethren, since me's a failure, you don't have to worry about me. Since me's a failure, you believe that you're not spending the time for me. Me not worry about them. Instead, me just have focus on my work. He write me back and him said, me I come counter protest you in Miami. That's what him said. So I write him and I say, brethren, I respect your right to counter protest and I will more people, more attention to the issue. So him write me and him say, well, me not bother with you. You dep on your own. Them a go tired, fishy we face. Why? So this, we welcome this. This is not a problem. When I really welcome them, I really welcome all of you. Like I said, you didn't have to be here. Some of you come from far and wide and near. But the important thing is that you're here. You could be home watching TV, you could be home doing anything, you could be with your family. In fact, some of you bring your family here. And we greatly appreciate that. Now, you are part of history. Don't ever forget that. This is the first time in the history of the country of Jamaica that you have a demonstration by Jamaicans, for Jamaicans, against Jamaicans. But the against Jamaicans is against the Jamaican government. What I said? Against the Jamaican? All right. So, same thing. Any government going to say that we are going to hold them accountable. Right? Because at the end of the day, it's not about color. It's not about party. It's about politics. It's about people and it's about policies and production. So, we now watch the noise and listen to the noise. We are continue our focus. And like me keep on to tell all of the people in the group. And by the way, on that part of the group, I don't want to think for a moment say we are doing this without you know. Tell the people them say, so, our vehicle does not have a rear view mirror, does not have a side mirror, windshield. Straight ahead we are going. Straight ahead. So, this building is symbolic in the sense that it represents all of us. The good, the bad, the green, the orange, whoever you are, this building represents us. But what we have here, we don't have an ambassador who is acting fairly. That's true. No, because he actually engaged and supported the people across the street. And like Herb said, it's the first time in the history of any country this has ever happened, where an ambassador has come out and encourage a sect of the population to protest against another. Normally, ambassadors, they're neutral. Them just continue to do what they're supposed to do. But this is the nature of the beast. No, they can carry on all they want, but them can't stop it. Give me the tune again there. Them can't stop it. We face, why can't take we out of the race? Oh man! So here we are going to do now. Well, we are going to break it up. We want to remind everybody that tomorrow at 7 o'clock New York time or DC time, we're going to have our conference, our all-the-way conference, the Diaspora conference, which will be dubbed the People's Conference, where we will be discussing the issues affecting Jamaicans. The conference that's starting tomorrow in Jamaica, that's about business. It's about investment. It's about purchasing products and services. That's nothing to do with the condition of our people in Jamaica. Nothing whatsoever. And if you go back and you read the literature, it's about how you can make money off the backs of our brothers and sisters in Jamaica who are already suffering. If that is not cruel, I don't know what is. And only because we raised the issue, now they say, oh, we're going to talk about national security and health and education. And if you look at how they're going to discuss it, they're going to discuss it in terms of begging the diaspora, the same group that they're forsaken. They're going to come to beg us how we can help them. And that's how it works. That's how it works. So I need all of you to tune in tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Please, I'm asking you. And we will be, their conference is for 3 nights, 3 days. 3 days. We will be on for about 5 nights because we're talking about the issues. They're talking about coming down there, enjoy the. In fact, if you look at the top 10 reasons they say why you should go to the conference, none of them have anything to do with the people of Jamaica. It's about entertainment, it's about fun, it's about sun, it's about sea, it's about sand, it's about investments. Nothing but people's sufferation, nothing at all. Look at what's going on with the health sector. This same ambassador came out and said that the dirty 30 that we were responsible for the State Department enhancing the travel advisory. And what the State Department says, it says, Jamaica, you have a deficient health sector. And so we are going to tell Americans that they shouldn't, or if they go, they better make sure they have good insurance because there's a problem with the health sector. We